We're doing this 3-part series on motorways. This first video is all about entering motorways. I'll give you a few little tips in a minute first. Part 2 is on exiting motorways, and part 3 is about changing lanes on motorways safely. So this bit here is about entering motorways. Now, a couple of little tips for you. If you've never been on the motorway, then you need to sit down and plan the journey. You can't just suddenly jump on the motorway and going to race down the motorway, because there could be problems. So if you're going to do a couple of hour journey on the motorway, then I suggest firstly you think about your car. Can it handle that pressure? Because high speed for a long period of time puts a lot of pressure on the engine. So has it been serviced? Is the tyres fine? Have they got enough air in? Have you got a backup for yourself? So like a bottle of water, just in case if it's a hot day like today, you get stuck on the motorway, because motorways are no exception. They do have traffic jams. People do have accidents on motorways. And if you do break down, have you got breakdown cover? These are the things you've got to think about, okay, before you enter. So let's get driving and let's get entering the motorways. So here we go, we're at the roundabout, and I can see the junction. It's the first junction on the left, nothing too tricky. It's telling me there's a roadwork sign on the motorway. So we're entering this point here, junction 13. So yeah, it's the acceleration lane, and there's a speed limit of 60 miles an hour, but I've got to build my speed up. So I need to be getting on with that gas, getting up the gears. I'm in 5th gear now, straight away. I'm doing 50 miles an hour. Just checking what's happening. It's pretty busy. Looking for the gap. I can see a gap there. So I'm letting everyone know I'm coming on. And I'm tucking in behind this truck. So I got my speed up pretty quick then, because it's quite important to match the speed of the traffic on the motorway. So that's getting on. So we'll pick another one in a minute and we'll take it from there. So I'm going to be getting on the motorway, and it's going to be the M1 junction 14 this time. And to get on most motorways, most of the time it's an acceleration lane. Occasionally the A road will lead onto it, depends on the area, but in this case we're on the M1, so it's going to be a slip road or the acceleration lane to build our speed up. It's a reasonable speed to join the traffic on the motorway. So I'm going to be going left. The lights are on green, but I'll keep an eye on them because they might change. Keep an eye on what's happening behind me. And there's the acceleration lane. There's a white car on the right, and there's a lane closure, speed limit, all sorts of little problems straight away. Now I want this white car to go a bit quicker to make it easier, because I need to get up to a decent speed. So I'm in 5th gear doing 50 miles an hour at the moment. I'm just checking, letting me know the white car's been a little bit slow because there's a big gap there. So you just got to keep an eye on the car in front of you, because you want them to go faster to match the speed. So keep an eye on the car in front of you. Watch your right mirror. You know, keep an eye on the traffic. Look for the gaps. Try and look for the gaps to tuck in. It's very rare that you can't get on. Okay, so we'll move to the next one, which is going to be service stations getting on. So we're heading towards the exit of the service station. Now, just a word of warning: the acceleration lanes don't tend to be long, and they can be a bit tricky. They can be sharp, so you've got to be careful. You've got to have your wits about you. You've got to build your speed up and be prepared to slow down for the traffic a little bit on the motorway. So it's telling us exits to the right, so I'm following it round. Got a truck ahead of me already, so I'm giving a little bit of space here because I want him to keep ahead of me. I don't want to get close to him. If he starts slowing down, he's going to make it harder for me. See, this is acceleration lane, so I'm building my speed up pretty quick, and I'm letting people know I want to come on. That's it. He's pulled out for me. Give him a little wave. He done me a massive favour then, because like I say, he pulled out, so I'm going to let him come back in if he needs to. Excellent, well done. So I had about 5 seconds then, 10 seconds it felt like, to kind of get my speed up and look and get on. Obviously, if there's nothing pulling out, you have to slow down.